Greetings, this is Dr. Douglas Maurer from iMedical Apps with another medical app review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new app called Making Healthy Choices. This app is sponsored by Consumer Reports in the Choosing Wisely campaign. I've talked about that campaign before in another app or two review, as well as several publications I've done. The bottom line is several years ago, the American Board of Internal Medicine sponsored a set of lists of 5 and 10 various test procedures that they didn't recommend that providers order for patients because they felt that their evidence behind them was not adequate. For example, not getting x-rays for acute low back pain for at least 6 to 8 weeks or red flag symptoms. The American Academy of Family Physicians, the American Board of Pediatrics have teamed up with Consumer Reports, which leads with this app here, which reviews a number of procedures, tests, even medications that may or may not be warranted. So let's take a look. So for example, you see a wide variety of tests and procedures. So let's take a look, for example, at the PSA. You can see here it gives a general statement. And then if you want more information, there's a PDF that summarizes the information. This PDF can be mailed to patients. It can be printed and gives a nice summary stamped with Choosing Wisely's logo, as well as a number of other academies, about the PSA test and when you should or shouldn't receive it. If you look at, say, vitamin D screening, again, same information, has a more button too, which goes to the Consumer Reports page that has quite a bit of information about when that test should and shouldn't be done. You can go to Start Over to get back to the beginning. Coming to this again, mammography. Now there's a bug, right? So I click on mammography and chronic kidney disease comes up. Hadn't run into that one so far. Let's try another one. Let's look at the pap smear. And you can see a number of these PDFs are available. Some of these actually also have videos that go along with them in addition to the PDF. So you just kind of have to check different ones and there'll be that information there potentially. If we go, for example, bone density scanning, again, here's the PDF. You can see it has an amazing variety of different opportunities to have informed discussions with your patients. Let's take a look. It also even has medicines, so you can type in, for example, Allegra, and it comes right out and says Allegra is not a Consumer Reports Best Buy. They even have, again, here's an example of a video from Consumer Reports that talks about antihistamines. Granted, that particular one's 2 years ago. Some of the videos are more recent. And then again, it has a PDF, which is a really nice summary of Best Buy drugs. And in this case, it focuses on antihistamines. And they have that for hundreds of medications, which is really fantastic. Also has this information about the 5 questions you should ask your doctor, and as well as a video of this public service announcement. So it's pretty neat. It has information that links to the Choosing Wisely campaign, as well as Consumer Reports and Best Buy drugs. So what are some things I like about the app? This is the first app and only app that I've seen that brings the U.S. Choosing Wisely campaign recommendations to the patient in a mobile device. And this would be just as useful for physicians to use as well, due to those handy PDFs and videos. Again, I like the PDFs and videos. They can forward to patients, print them out, etc. They seem to be high quality. Has information on medications as well as tests and procedures, which is a nice addition. Things I didn't like about it, as you saw, you required an internet connection to see all of those PDFs and videos. So I get it that may be too much to ask to have all that downloadable, but the PDFs, at least, it would be nice to have those linked on the device directly. There's some concern about the Choosing Wisely recommendations in general, that they may not be necessarily all that evidence-based, and that many of them, these 70-plus partners, some of their recommendations may be more expert-based as opposed to evidence-based. So you'll have to kind of just look at each recommendation on its own merit and look at the evidence they're citing to back that recommendation up. And currently this app is only available for iPhone and not available for Android. This is Dr. Douglas Mallory.